So, a main problem that I feel like a lot of people struggle with is being unhappy with themselves or with their lives. Like, I'll have people talking to me and they'll be like, well, I don't understand why I'm unhappy. Like, there's no reason for me to be unhappy. Like, nothing isn't going my way. But that's the thing. Like, we're human, and our brains are each wired differently. So the things that our brains are going to react positively to are going to be different than how other people's brains react positively to them. Not only because of just like how we're wired in general, but because of how we grew up. So just because you're not happy in a situation where somebody else is happy doesn't mean like you don't have the right to be unhappy, if that makes sense. But that also raises the question, like, is there something that you can do to affect that? And the main thing that I tell people when they come to me about that kind of stuff is, at the end of the day, the only person keeping you from being happy is yourself. And I know that might sound confusing because there can be like a million like outside forces keeping you from being happy. But in the situation where there's small things happening, or like you're stuck in the mindset of, oh, well, there's no reason for me to be unhappy, then try something new, because another reason that people can be unhappy is like routine. Routine is a big cause of being unhappy, but if you can't exactly figure out why you're unhappy, then get a new hobby. Try something new, wear something different, alter your routine and see how you feel, because at the end of the day, life is the aftermath of a bunch of find a problem, try to find a solution, and practice. Because we're human. We're going to learn, we're going to relearn and relearn again. That's just how we're wired. We're not going to get it right the first time. But the main thing that I want to tell you is you do not have to be who you are. One thing I was told by one of my teachers a while back while I was talking to him about an issue I was having is, if you're unhappy with yourself or with your life, evaluate yourself. Step back into an outside perspective and really look at it and be like, well, if this isn't who I want to be, who do I want to be? Who do I want to identify with? Like, who do I want to see in myself and in my surroundings? And then work at it. You can't just sit there and acknowledge that you're unhappy and then continue not doing anything about it. Because you are the only reason and the only possible way that you're going to solve any problem within yourself. You're not going to find the answer on a video online. You're not going to find the answer in a book. You're not going to find the answer anywhere but yourself. And don't get me wrong, like, they can give you good advice, but at the end of the day, like, you could receive the greatest piece of advice anyone could give you. It could be life-changing. It could be the words of a priest, a pastor, a nun, anyone. But it will not help you unless you take it and you apply it to yourself, And I probably sound stupid in my, like, just conversating skills are all over the place because I'm just a teenager on the internet yapping my head off because I just deleted social media and I have nothing else better to do. But, yeah. Yep, session's over.